Alright guys, welcome back to the Sri Lanka rebuild on Cricket Captain 2025. We're going into our second season and, as per last video, we're going to do the upgrade for our player of the season, which was Nishan Badushka, who is now 26 years old. Last year averaged over 50 in one-day internationals. So what we get to do here is we get to put his batting ability up 10%. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I know that every 10% does make a lot of a difference. And I've found that out by testing through. You might have seen my short a couple of days ago, where I tested Jasprit Bumrah at half ability, and that made a huge difference. So even 10% can make a big difference. So we're going to get on with the video. Today, we're going to try and do as much of the season as possible. Our first fixture, I don't actually think we have them yet. So let's continue, see what our fixtures are. So we're in the West Indies next. And we've got, oh no, we're in Pakistan? Oh no, we need to go to us, sorry. So we've got West Indies, 2 tests, 3 one-days, 3 T20s, 2 tests against India, and then one-day stuff against England, T20 stuff against Pakistan, a tri-series with Pakistan and England. That'll be fun. And then 2 test matches against Pakistan, 3 one-days and 3 T20s against India, a couple of tests against New Zealand, and a few more one-days and T20s, and then 2 tests against South Africa. So a lot more test cricket this year than there was last. So we're going to have to try and adapt our squad to be able to do that. Just a quick recap before we go and make our squad. Looking at our world ratings, we're 7th in Test cricket, just behind the West Indies who we're playing, so definitely a chance to overtake them. In ODIs, we are 7th as well. A little bit of a gap between us and Pakistan, but West Indies will be looking to overtake us in the one-day series. And in the T20s, again, we're right behind the West Indies. So we are going to have to make a big effort to win the series. It's quite important for our world ratings. Okay guys, this is going to be the squad that we select. We've got a lot of keepers, but they're mainly keeper batters. So we've got Matthews coming back into the side. So this is the squad we're going with. Lots of bowlers, not many all-rounders, but I think we're going to need quite a lot of bowlers. Okay guys, this is the squad that we've pieced together for the tests. Got Nasanka and Madushka opening, Kusal Mendis 3, Kamindu at 4. Then we've got Angelo Matthews at 5, Chandimal 6 and Welaliga 7. Then we've got Hasarang at 8 and we're into the bowlers, where we're going to trust Malinga and Asitha Fernando as our pace bowlers. Maybe I do want to bring an extra pacer in. So I think we might have to also add Patirana in here. Maybe drop Welaliga and then go something like that. This person seemed like a great find. Thisan Vishusan averages 16.6 in first-class cricket with 100 wickets. So we're going to see how this team goes in the first test. Yeah, let's go. And they win by 5 wickets, chasing 270 as well. Oh, not sure if I'm happy about that at all. Bit of a collapse from our top order, not doing brilliant stuff, except Hasaranga near the end. 73 not out, very important innings there. Then second innings, we made 376 with a Madushka 187, Mendis 88. We would really have backed ourselves after that start, but then our lower order really fell away. We lost some useful runs, and then they put on 300 plus first innings with Vithusan taking 3 for on debut, which I'm not sad about whatsoever. But just not brilliant bowling wise all round. Athena's getting a ton second innings. Just going to go with the one change going into the second test. As you can see, Malinga looks really tired after the first test, so we're going to bring Madhushanka in over him, our only other pace option. And so, yeah, I think we just get into the second test and see how it goes. Looks like an absolute road. And we win by 406 runs. That is a huge win for us. after Camindu Mendes 153 not out. So he made a really nice big score here. And then 516 all out with Madushka 185, Chandimal 100, and Hasaranga little 60 at the end. He's producing these knocks really easily, Hasaranga. And the Sanka of 50 up top. If we have a look, Madushka, after this upgrade has been elite. Some brilliant stuff there. 300 pluses. And yeah, just brilliant. Then we got them all out for 302, with Madushanka getting a 3 for, Vithusen and Hasaranga and Fernando all getting 2 as well. I think we would have been pretty happy since it was a real road. And then this, hugely important, Asith Fernando taking 4 for 38, Batirana 2 for, Madushanka 2 for, Visuthan as well. He started really well to his career with a couple of really nice bowling performances. And yeah, he's just done really nicely so far. He is averaging 34, but he's bowled on a couple of roads and his economy is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that find. Series is drawn against the West Indies. Not too sad about that. It is what it is. We are in 7th in the World Test Championship table, but we do have a lot of Test cricket to play this year. India at the bottom with a 33% win rate. Who would have thought? This is our squad going into one-day stuff, with Vikram Singh getting a call-up back after, in one-day domestic stuff, he's averaged 42. Good, decent strike rate as well. So, yeah, he's going to come back into the side. Dabare as well, coming back into the side. He's averaging 25 in one-day cricket with the bat and 29 with the ball. And then we've got Madushka, Rathnayaka. I can't pronounce their names. And then we've got a couple of new names down in this bowling list, but most of them aren't going to get a game, if we're being honest. All right, guys, we're into the one-day internationals against the West Indies. This is our squad, pretty similar to what it was before, with Vikram Singh coming in at 6. Let's get through the first match, see how we go. And we win by 45 runs. That is brilliant after Camindu Mendes getting 125 off 124 balls. Really important innings as we make 284 after some lower order contribution as well. Is very useful. And then we get them all out for 239 with 5 overs to spare. So CC Fernando, 2 wickets. Malinga, 2 wickets. 4 for Wallalaga and 2 for Hasaranga. That is a really good comprehensive performance, and we'll go into the next one with a bit of confidence. I think we're going unchanged into the second match. Let's get straight on through it as we win again by 99 this time. Huge margin of victory after, at the top of the order, Nissanka and Mendes contributing really well. Vikram Singh getting his first meaningful contribution with an 83, and Asalanka getting 103 as well. Bit of a collapse in this middle order, but we stabilised with a couple of knocks at the end. Then we got them out for 220. Malinga showing his class with a 3 for. Wallalaga and Hasaranga both taking 2 as well, as the other bowlers chipped in to help out. We've won the series. I'm going to go unchanged into the last game because I do want to sweep West Indies if possible. We'll see how it goes. As we do, we chase down 2-2-3 very easily. Their batting has not been good at all. Asith Fernando taking 4, Deekshana 2, Malinga 1, bit expensive, but Wallalaga and Hasaranga made up for that with some really good spells. Then we chased it down really easily. Nissanka ton, Madushka with a very quick start, and then Vikram Singh getting 48 not. Asalanka with 25 as well. That is a really good sweep of a series. We've done very well to do that. And we're bringing him back again. Vikram Singh comes in for the T20Is after having a 130 plus strike rate and a decent average in T20 domestic stuff, 34. So he comes in, Chandimal goes out, and we go into the series. Okay, this is our side going into the T20Is. We've got Vikram Singh in at 6, Dick Weller at 5, top 4 that was very similar to what it was before. And then a lower order that looks very similar as well. We're going to get straight into the match. Looks quite overcast. Let's see how we do. We chase down 168 inside 18 overs with a Mendes ton. That is brilliant stuff. They get 168. Patirana bowling incredibly well. Fernando a bit expensive. Deekshana a bit expensive. Hasaranga did really, really well. And so did Lanka and Shanaka with their economy rates. Then we chase it down, courtesy of a Mendes ton. He was brilliant. Lanka as well, doing really well. Dickweller just playing it out, getting Mendes on strike and being very sensible. So we win the first T20. I think we go unchanged into the second. We've done really well. Let's see how we do. We get, oh my goodness, we get cooked. Wow. Alazari Joseph 5 for 20. We get bowled out for 78. No one contributing at all. Asalanka and Nasanka getting double figures, but other than that, that is awful. And then they chase it down in 8 overs. Not great. Means we go into a series decider. Don't think there was much wrong with our squad last time, so I am just going to go straight into the next match. As West Indies win on DLS. Oh dear. We get 131 for 7. Oh dear. Not great. Bit slow on the batting side of things. And we lose the series with them chasing down 44. 4 down. That is unbelievable that they get a win after losing 4 wickets that early. But we lose the series 2-1. It's unlucky, but we're into the next one. Okay, guys, we are into our first test of 2 against India, who are looking really bad in the World Test Championship at the moment, but we still know they have such a strong side. And the last 2 days look like they are going to be pretty much rained off. It's not going to be a very... there's not going to be much play, really, I don't think, in those last 2 days. So, this is the squad we're going to go with. We've got 3 spinners, 2 pacers, and then our top order includes Ratnayaka for the first time. So, we're going to see how we go. First test. How can we do? Match drawn. Oh my god, wow, we play it out for the draw. Chasing down, like 600. We play it out with Madeshka, Nisanka, Chandimal, Mendes, Matthews, everyone contributing to grind out the draw. That is really well done. After they got 3-3-1, Asita Fernando 3 for Malinga 2 for Waladiga 3 for 130 for Suthan and Hasaranga taking 1 apiece. Then they got 560, which was a struggle throughout. Waladiga taking a 4 for Malinga and Fernando 2 apiece. Then we got 269 with Nisanka scoring 96. He played incredibly well throughout the match, but overall, we ground out the draw, did really well there. Okay, guys, into the second test, see what we can do. Can we beat this India side, which is definitely a lot better than us? Our bowling attack just doesn't seem experienced enough. That's my only issue, especially our spin attack. Doesn't seem to be brilliant in tests. But we're going to go through the match, see how we go. India win by 158, so we do lose the series. It was a valiant effort. We only had to chase, we did have to chase like 400, but after them getting 558 in the first innings, not great bowling all round, yeah. Then we were able to bowl them out for 2-1-4. Walalaga 4 for 2 for Vasuthan, 2 for Malinga, but then we batted really well in the first innings to make 417, 150 from Nasanka, 100 from Mendes, but then a lower order absolute collapse. And then got bowled for 197, Jasprit Bumrah 3 for, Birla 6 for, whoever this guy is, he seems to be very, very good. As only Mendes really offering much resistance. We lose the series 2-1 and we go bottom of the World Test Championship table after playing 6 games. Not doing too good. Okay, guys, this is going to be the team that we go into 3 one-dayers versus England with. It's an alright team. We're just going to see how we go. Try and win a couple of games. Got overcast conditions and not a very good pitch. Very, very slow outfield. as we lose by 4 wickets after we get 260 with Nisanka scoring big. Hasaranga getting 47, but it all just starts in the middle order. And again, we get bowled out. And then they only take 40 overs to chase it down. Walalaga 2 for, Deekshana very expensive, Malinga and Fernando 2, and Hasaranga taking 1 for 29. Because we are in England, going to bring the extra seam option of Shiraz into the attack. Take Deekshana out, he's not been in great form recently. And let's get through the match. As we actually win, we chase down 322 with 1 over and a bit remaining. Kamindu Mendis 126, Nisanka 79, Wikram Singh and Hasaranga also contributing. After we keep them to 322, Shiraz brought him into the side. He was very, very expensive, with Hasaranga also being very expensive. Other than that, the bowling was pretty good. And we win the game. So there's a series decider. Okay, here is the series decider. We're bringing Deekshana back in after Shiraz did not bowl very well in the first ODI that he was back in the squad. We're going to go through, see how we do. And we win by 82 runs. Ratnayaka getting player of the match for 96. Hadn't made a contribution in a while, so that's very good for him. Lanka making 43. We make 287 with everyone getting starts. And then they get 205. Deekshana back into the side, 4 for 40. Hasaranga 2 for 26. Walalaga 2 for 35. Really, really good stuff. And we win the series. Alright guys, this is going to be the squad going into 3 T20s in Pakistan. We've got Asita Fernando and Shanaka to open the bowling. Hasaranga, Deekshana and Ratnayaka, as well as Danusha being bowling options. And our top 5 I think is pretty strong. Anyway, let's go through the match, see how we go. And we lose by 7 runs, despite Dick Weller's 70 not. They get 200, which seems to be too much for us. Danusha taking 4 for. Other than that, the bowling's poor. Ratnayaka actually does pretty well, but Hasaranga, Fernando and Shanaka very much too expensive. Then we get 193, very, very close. Lanka 34, Mendis 22. Kusal Pereira getting the right idea, going hard at the ball. Dick Weller playing brilliantly for 70. Alright, we're going into the second T20I. I've brought Patty Rana in to open the bowling, and then we've got just even more bowling options. Then I think I'm also going to bring Wikram Singh in over Danusha. Oh no, Danusha bowled well last time. I'm going to keep him in there. Anyway, let's get through the match, see if we can win this one. We can, very comfortably. They get 97 all out. Patty Rana back into the side and back into the wickets, as well as Danusha Fernando on top of that. After we get 180 with Kusal Pereira and Danusha scoring big runs after Nisanka started off pretty nicely. Got the series decider here, and I think I'm just going to go with the same exact team that won us the last game. As we win. We win by 6 wickets after they get bowled for 158. Hasaranga 3. Deekshana 2, but expensive 2 wickets. Then Patty Rana and Fernando bring the economy down. We chase it down in 17 overs pretty easily. Lanka, explosive start. And then other than that, we had to play pretty smart and simple to get past that 158. We win the series against Pakistan. Alright guys, we're going to bring in debutant Tilakaratne to play our first ODI against England in a tri-series with Pakistan and England. See how we do here. We think we've got a good side, some decent bowling options and batting strength. So let's get through the match and see how we do. And we lose. England seem to be our bogey team, with Will Jacks taking 7 for 26. What in the world? That's incredible. 7 for 26. Madishka carries the bat through all of these other people who don't make any sort of contribution. And then they only take 36 overs to batter down our target. I think I'm going to go unchanged. I don't know. It always seems like we just seem to lose, and I can never understand really why, because we do have a good squad. So let's just go through again, see how we do this time. We do win, we chase it down. Camindu Mendes 100 not out of 106 balls, brilliant. We only need 39 overs to chase down 225 after Usman Khan getting 104, but our bowling was really, really good. Hasaranga 1 for 39, Walalaga, Malinga and Dikshana all contributing well. We play each team twice, and we're going to play England again. We come out after having won the last game. Do we make any changes? Tilakaratne didn't even bowl last time, which confused me a bit since I put him as open in the bowling. But we're going to see how we go. Sim through. Unchanged as we win by 5 wickets. Nasanka getting 99, Lanka 87. We chase down 258 after there's Brooke, Beale. Who's Beale? Oh, he's a youth player. And Banton all getting 50s. Hasaranga 4 for Dikshana 10 overs for just 29. Walalaga was expensive, but we win the game after some brilliant batting here. Okay, let's see if we can get into the final of this tri-series. I think we've got a great side worked out here, and we are going to just go into the next game. It's Pakistan. As we lose, they win by 3 wickets, and I don't really know what the table's going to look like now. After we get 280, it's not a bad total. Hasaranga at the end with a big knock after we batted pretty slowly up here. But they then chase it down with Dikshana being a little bit expensive, Lanka being expensive, and Walalaga as well. He's been pretty expensive throughout the tournament. And again, my opening bowler does not bowl. Brilliant. We are top of the table, though, after 2 wins and 2 losses. Everyone has 2 wins and 2 losses. So the final is going to be against England. Yep, I don't see any reason to make changes. We've done pretty well in the tournament so far. So let's see if we can beat England here. We cannot. England win by 5 wickets. We don't win the tri-series, which we probably should have won. Our batting was pretty poor. Just starts throughout again. And then they chase it down with a couple of overs to spare. I think we found some good players in this series. I think we found out who needs to go and who needs to stay. Okay, guys, we've got 2 tests against Pakistan now. And we're going with a pretty similar side, except we've now had Angelo Matthews retire. So we've brought in Bandara, who looks like a really decent player, averaging 50 in first-class cricket. We've also brought back Ramesh Mendes into the test side. So this is going to be an interesting series. We've also got Jaya Wickrama back, so it is quite a changed team, actually. Let's see how we do. They win by 385. Oh my god. We've just been outclassed in every innings, really. Oh dear. After Hasaranga and Jaya Wickrama take wickets, with Fernando taking a 5-for. And then they get 4-3-8 with Fernando and Malinga again getting wickets. Hasaranga and Jaya Wickrama being expensive. Then we get 2-2-8. Madushka, the only one to contribute. And then we get 196 with no one really contributing enough. I think despite us getting absolutely battered, I am actually going to go into the second innings unchanged. Second game, sorry, not innings. I don't know what I'm talking about. And we win by 57 runs. Oh my god. After the follow-on, I think. Was it? No, I don't know. This is just a weirdly messed around innings card. We get 706, 265 from Nasanka, 282 from Camindu Mendes. After they got 515, this might have been a road, I think, guys. 4th of Hasaranga, 4th of Jaya Wickrama. I see Fernando bowling well also. Then we get them out for 264 with Jaya Wickrama bowling really, really well as Hasaranga. We got spin on early and we benefited from it. Then we got 130 all out here looking for all hope absolutely gone. But then 706 in the second innings is unbelievable. Yeah, I think they did enforce the follow-on. And then we got 706 and won the game. That is unbelievable. We draw the series. We're 7th in the World Test Championship table at the moment. Not looking too good. Okay, guys. Cameron Mendes is out injured for a bit for this series, this one-day series against India. It's a huge series, and it means we have to bring in Kusal Mendes again. But I still think we have a pretty strong side, so let's get into the game, see how it goes. As we lose, they win by 6 wickets, only taking 40 overs to chase down 262, which was set by us after some alright batting, just fell away as usual. Not making the most of our overs. Our tail is so bad. And then, Jaiswal 137 and KL Rahul 76 is good enough for us to lose to them, which is annoying. This is the team ranked 7th in the world playing the team ranked 1st in the world. But if we can win this series by some miracle, then I do think we will go up to 6th. But if we lose, then we'll go down to 8th, I think. It's going to be a difficult series for us. So just going to get into it, see how we go in the second match. I don't know. It's just the bowling attack I'm just a bit worried about. But we're just going to get through, see how we go. We win by 5 wickets after we do bowl really, really well. Hasaranga and Theekshana always seem to bowl well when we bowl well. And Lasitha Fernando too. Malinga keeping the economy really good, as well as Kapagoda. And then we chase it down with Nasanka 85, Ratnayaka 38, and Kusal Mendes 77. And we are now up to rank 6th in the world, which is really, really good. I just want to keep hold of that. So we're going to go unchanged and hope that we can win this game. Which we can. We win by 5 wickets, chasing down 336 and winning against the best team in the world. Wow, Kapagoda was incredibly expensive. Malinga bowling really well to keep his economy low. Lasitha Fernando got the wickets, but 8.7 economy rate is not great. Theekshana bowling well. Hasaranga bowling well. Then we chase it down with a Madushka 156. This season, he's been a different beast for us, as well as a Kusal Mendes 87, Ratnayaka 69. Really useful knocks there as we win the game. And the series. We win the series against India 2-1. Alright, this is going to be the team going into the T20s versus India. I think it's pretty strong. Let's see how we do. We win by 24 runs. I saw the 135 and I was like, oh no. But we bowled them out for 111. Incredible all round. Everyone taking wickets. Patirana pick of the bowlers with 3 for. After we get only 135. Shanaka, that is an important knock. Just playing smart, knocking it around, and just able to get us over the line. Gonna stick with the same squad that won us the last game. See how we go. As we get absolutely smashed. They get 199. Very expensive Theekshana and Patirana. Hasaranga are saving grace with Fernando, keeping their score somewhat contained. And then we get all out for 87. Seems like one match we do really well, and then one match our batting is just awful. For the last T20, I'm bringing Dickwella in over Wikram Singh, who has kind of struggled in the format. And this is the series decider. Very important match. How do we do? We lose by 7 wickets. Only taking 3 wickets as they knock 178 off in 16 overs. After we get 177, it's not a bad total. Shanaka, big knock in there. And then Kamindu and Lanka also batting pretty well. But then everyone goes for runs. Oh my goodness. We lose the series, but we got 1 win in there, which isn't too awful. We're going into New Zealand, ranked 7th. They're ranked 6th, so it's a big match for us. Going to be a lot of overcast conditions and very nice for paces, which is why we got 3 of them. Madushanka, Asitha Fernando and Vishwa Fernando. So we're going to go into the match and see how we do. New Zealand win by an innings and 18 runs. Right, that's just not good enough all round. They get 484. Glenn Phillips playing for their test team, 115 off 99. Unbelievable stuff as we just bowl poorly. Why is Vishwa Fernando bowl 1 over? Unbelievable. And then we get 260 here, not good enough. 205 here, really not good enough. I'm going to bring an extra pacer in Malinga, so we get 4 pacers, just the 1 spinner in Hasaranga, and we see how we go. New Zealand win by 9 wickets. Excellent. Oh my god, we are so useless. 282 we get. It's not even that bad of a first innings score, but our bowling's not good enough. Pace attack is inexperienced. We're never going to do well in conditions like these, with Fernando Madushanka taking wickets but not getting good enough, like strike rate, average, nothing. And then we get 3, 4, 6. It's not a bad total, but then this innings is just so big for them, and then they get 147 very, very easily. Now we've got 3 ODIs against New Zealand, who are ranked 2nd in the world. Remember, we are ranked 6th, trying to get up into those high positions since we're not that far away. Let's try and just push on in this series, really try and do our best to win it. So let's go in the first match. We lose. Brilliant. 209 all out. He gets over half our runs, Madushka, or not over half our runs, nearly half our runs, and the rest of the team is just nowhere near good enough. We never bat our overs, ever, and they smash us. Just going to go again. I don't think my squad selection's been the best. Let's just go through and see how we do. We actually win this one by 2 wickets, just about. Bowling out for 210 is very important, with a wicket shared all round. Really good. And then we get 213 for 8. Madushka having a really good series here. 101 and now 57. He's just kept on giving us some big innings. Last one day of the series. And we see what we can do. Can we win the game? We cannot. They win by 5 wickets, chasing 333. We actually batted our overs and we batted really well. With Madushka, again, he's had such a good series. Lanka doing really well. Nasanka batting a little bit slowly. Maybe just needed to pick that up a little bit. Then they get 334. Bevan Jacobs, 103 off 77. Some huge finishing knocks here. Deekshana, extremely expensive. And Tilakaratne also. Alright, this is going to be our team for the T20Is against New Zealand. Very similar to what it's been the last few series. We're going to see how we do. And we win by 8 runs. Very nicely done after Danusha. 69 off 31 after Nasanka started us off really, really well. We then just about restrict them under their target, despite Danusha going for 54 in his 4 overs. Alright, let's see how we can do. Second T20, going unchanged. And New Zealand win by 14 runs. Santner 6 for 29. We always seem to collapse when we lose. And Patirana 5 for 19. He bowled really, really well. But I don't really know why this people have had a bowl. Lanka and Shanaka, I don't know why they've bowled. They got 158. We probably would have backed ourselves. But then, after a good opening stand, 1, 2, 3, 5 cheap wickets in a row, not very good. And this is the deciding T20. I'm not going to make any changes. And we lose by 60 runs. We play out the overs. Dick Weller, so slow. Danusha, so slow. Why don't you try and pick it up? Come on. We're chasing 204. Which they got courtesy of some bad bowling. Why does Lanka keep bowling? I don't want him to bowl. Alright, we've got 2 tests against South Africa, who seem to be the team to beat at the moment. We are definitely not the team to beat. We've not done very well in the test format at all, as this looks like a road. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. We just nowhere near controlled them. Everyone's got runs. They've got 511. Joe Wickramer bowled well, but other than that, it was just awful. No one chipping in enough. Then we get skittled for 91. What is this batting? Everyone averages so much, but they can never score runs when it's important. Okay, we're going to change things. We've brought in Kasan Rajitha for the second test. More of an experienced pace bowler, and we see how we go. We lose by 352 after they get a mammoth second innings of 671. Oh my god, we are so useless. We just can't take wickets in this format. They get 275 in the first. Not too bad bowling-wise, but then in the second, we just no hope. Then, 293 all out. Not an awful score, considering we had a first innings lead, but then that just got way away from us. Made 301 in the second. We'll lose the series 2-0, and we are languishing at the bottom of the World Test Championship table. And that is the end of this season. So, having a look at our records, we can see that in test matches this year, it's only really a couple of players that contributed. Yeah, we got 3 players that averaged over 50 this year. Kamindu Mendis was exceptional, as well as Nasanka and Madushka, but the rest of the team was not great. I mean, we just seemed to only get runs or get wickets when it didn't matter. And then bowling-wise, in test matches, I don't know why Ratnayak had got a wicket even. I don't know why he bowled. But Madhushanka averaged 34, and that was the best of our bowlers, which shows you quite how poor our bowling was this year. It was really, really bad. We need to find some really good bowlers for test matches in the coming years. One-day stuff this year, batting-wise, we had Dinusha, who played really well. He only got out once and averaged 169. And then, oh, hang on, I need to do one-day internationals. Okay. Then when we look at the one-day stuff, we can see Kusal Mendis averaged over 50, Nasanka 47, our absolute rock, and Madushka, after his little increase, batted incredibly well. Lanka and Mendis were good. Our ODIs were our best format this year, I'd say. But again, our bowling was just not good enough. Lowest average was just under 30. We do need to find some really good bowlers. Malinga was great last year, but this year he's sort of fallen off. Then in the T20s, batting-wise, Shanaka batted really well. Dick Weller, again, batting pretty well as well. Then got Dinusha, who did pretty well. Kamindu Mendis, all right. Other than that, it wasn't great. Nasanka even didn't really bat well in the T20s this year. Bowling-wise, Patti Rana bowled really, really well this year. Theekshana bowled really well. Hasaranga as well. It was really Asitha Fernando that let us down, and Dinusha. His economy was not good. Yeah, economies all round, we struggled, but wicket-taking ability, we didn't. But anyway, I'm going to put the poll up for the player of the season again on my channel page. So go over and look at that, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.